My name is Juliet Blank, and I am the president of AU in Motion for fall 2012. AU in Motion is the largest student-run dance organization on campus.
The dances are choreographed by students, performed by students, completely organized by students.
We have between like 10 or 15 different styles of dance, and all the dancers in the piece are all students as well.
Casual enough that you could enjoy dancing without a huge commitment.
Each semester we do a big showcase at the end of the semester, so we spend the whole semester preparing for it, having rehearsals.
AU in Motion has been a part of the AU community for several years now. I got involved with AU in Motion because I met one of the executive board members, and she encouraged me to come out and audition.
One of the girls on my floor said that there was a dance club that sounded really fun, and then I went with her as kind of like a wingman to the auditions.
I didn't really know about it. I kind of just saw some people going from my floor going somewhere, and I was like, where are you guys going? And they were like, oh, we're going to AU in Motion auditions.
I came from a community college where we didn't have a dance team. And I was like, I'm so excited to be at university with a real dance team. So I looked up the clubs I was gonna join, and that's probably the first one I found. And they came and auditioned me, and I was able to get in.
This year we have a really great mix of dances. I'm choreographing a tap piece. There's quite a few modern pieces and hip-hop pieces. There's step. There's even a Tahitian piece this year. There's a few girls from Hawaii that are choreographing Tahitian. There's Bollywood. It's a great range of dances, and it's a lot of fun.
One of my favorite parts about AU in Motion is how diverse we are, not only in our dance styles, but also in the levels of our dancers. So we have some people who are highly experienced, really trained, and then we have some people who are new to dance, and I was one of those people. I was pretty new to dance.
This semester was pretty much a lot easier in preparing for the show. The only issue was we had a lot more members in the club than usual. We have 150 people in the club right now, approximately, and there were 75 people approximately in the show. Doing show order is probably the hardest part because we have to make sure that people have enough time to change. If they're in 5 dances, this one girl, Chandler, she was in the most dances in the show. So we basically had to do the show order revolving around all the dances that she was in her costume changes. But we have to think of everyone in the club. We had to change the schedule so many times because people had conflicts. So those were the issues that were very unexpected or very hard to deal with that we didn't think was going to be that hard.
So this year I wanted to do a step piece, which is something that AU in Motion has never done before. However, I was worried about doing this piece this semester because a lot of people don't know how to step. Some people were going to be learning at auditions for the first time in their life, right? So that was a big challenge in putting the piece together. And so I picked a whole bunch of people, some of them the top of AU in Motion, and some of them it's their first time in AU in Motion and had never really stepped, and we're really just learning dancing, right? And dancing at school and dancing in front of people.
So at AU, it's kind of difficult to actually tap dance. There's very few spots on campus that we're allowed to scuff up the floor with our taps. And in the past years, tap has been somewhat excluded from AU in Motion because it's difficult to get a space to do that. So as I was a freshman last year, there wasn't a tap piece in the fall. So what way to get a tap piece in, but I have to choreograph it. It's my first time ever choreographing. It's been kind of difficult to count out because it's one of those songs that you really just got to know the music. My dancers, I think, were probably pretty frustrated with me because I did a lot of da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da instead of counts.
All last year I choreographed dubstep, but then I changed to hip-hop this semester, so that was kind of difficult making the transition. Being a choreographer is also stressful because sometimes, although you have the movements in your head in a specific way, you just can't get that translated onto the dancers the way you want. The most stressful point is the last rehearsal before the show when you realize that nothing is coming together yet and you have to have a 2.5-hour rehearsal until 1 o'clock in the morning in order to get everything done. But at the show, when you see it on stage, that's the most rewarding point when you know that it's come together. And then the second most rewarding point is when you watch the video a week later when it's been posted on YouTube and you can watch again.
My favorite part about AU Emotion is the people that I do it with. A lot of them have become like my really close friends, and even if like a rehearsal can be stressful, it's always fun and everybody's like joking around and having fun, whereas if like at other rehearsals like that I've been involved in, like it wasn't as fun.
My favorite thing about AU in Motion is the community that has come from the club. I have so many friends in the club, and it really is my place to go when, you know, I'm having trouble with school or whatever else is going on in my life. I go to rehearsals and my mind is completely taken away from whatever else is going on, and I'm just in the rehearsals with my friends, and it's so much fun.
So I would say my favorite thing about AU in Motion is just being able to give people who have potential this freedom to just dance, right? The reality is I got picked out of having potential, and now I'm choreographing here at school, and I've choreographed with other organizations. And so if someone who has the potential to just like dance and seeing them grow, and seeing my dancers, even like if they're the top of the top, just seeing my dancers grow throughout an entire semester is probably my favorite part.
I love the club so much. It's really fun, and I've made a lot of my friends through the club, and my goal is to stay involved, you know, for every semester that I've been at AU. We'll see.
If I were talking to a freshman who was considering joining AU in Motion, I would say that it would be one of the best decisions that they would ever make, because it's a really fun club to join. And it's pretty low stress up until it comes up to the show, and all your friends get to see something that you do that showcases one of your talents.
Another part I really like about AU in Motion are the end of the year or the end of the semester parties. And it's not because, oh, it's another party, I get to just, you know, the typical I get to be with friends, I get to go out and have fun. But it's the first time that, when you really think about it, there's the ballet dancer dancing next to the hip hop dancer, dancing next to the jazz dancer. And just like, it's really a place where you build community. And you notice right after the AU in Motion end of the year party or the cast party, everyone just gets really hyper and gets really excited for next year. And to be honest, for me, that's just the kickoff and the inspiration for the year that's to come.